Hi everyone, my name is Matthew, and on today's episode of SAP Business One Tips and Tricks, we're going to be treating a crucial and important transactional error: date deviates from permissible range. Imagine you are working on a transaction and all of a sudden you got an error: date deviates from permissible range, and you started wondering what could be the cause of this error. uh, be not, don't be afraid. Do not fret. It's some common issues that I have actually uh, been able to fix while assisting a lot of our clients and SAP users. So, what does date deviate from permissible range means? It means you are trying to post a transaction on a particular date that has exceeded the uh, permissible posting range. And if you try to do that, the system is going to trigger an error, which is why you're getting that error. So come along, let's see how we can actually fix this issue. So I'm going to log into my system like usual. And here we are. First, I'm going to try to post a transaction, a sales invoice to be precise. I'm going to choose this, any of the customer. This is actually a demo tenant. And I'm going to choose a date from a previous month. And here, I'm going to choose the item I want to procure. I want to sell. So here, I'm going to choose the item. Every other information is filled for me already. So if you are having challenges with maybe understanding the process flow of any sales transaction from the beginning to the end, feel free to drop your comment in the comment section and we're going to discuss about it. A lot of challenges, a lot of users around the world are having challenges understanding what process flow actually means. So we have process flow for all the relevant business process, from your sales process to your procurement, even on the inventory aspect. So if you have any issues around those areas, please drop your comment and we can, you know, analyze those together. I can even do a video to help you, solve those problems. All right, so here we are. I'm going to then you know, preview the journal entry. So I'm just going to do this, and you see, this is the error: date deviates from permissible range. Okay, if I try to add the record, I get the same error: date deviates from permissible range. So how do you fix this issue? It's very important. I'm not going to close this. If you're an SAP user, you're familiar with SAP, you know what you just need to do, because to fix this, actually, you might actually need a super user access or someone with the access to posting period or posting, yeah, your financial posting period settings, which you can find in the admin module. But before that, all you just need to do is to save this as a draft. If you are an SAP user, then contact your admin or your superior or whoever has that um, authorizations to posting period. And if they don't know, maybe you just need to go show them from this video. So all you need to do is go to the administration module. From the administration module, system initialization, and then the posting period. So here they have access to all the posting period. They can even create a new period based on financial standard, and this is the financial posting that SAP is going to use to track all your uh, transactions, all your transaction posting. So you can see on every transaction you have a posting date, and the way SAP tracks this date is through the posting period. So if you are doing your financial year closing or any of the uh, period end closing, it will be determined by the posting period. And if you go to any of the posting period, you can see the configuration here, including the fiscal year for finance and so on. So if you need more details about most of these activities, you can shoot in the comment section, and trust will be able to probably do a video or suggest a solution for you. And if you are new to SAP and you would like to maybe implement SAP Business One, feel free to get in touch. We'll be glad to help you implement the solution effectively. All right. So this is one of the period. You can set the period and define every activities that needs to be defined in the system. So to fix this issue, you need to confirm the period you want to fix. So the period here is January 10, 2026. So what is going on in January 10, 2026? So if I go here, I can see January 10, 2026. So under the due date, because usually this error occurs with the due dates. So if you go to the due dates, you can see that the due date is actually uh, uh, backdated to December 31st, 2025, which is not supposed to be. So here there's an issue. So what we're supposed to do is probably there was an error when the periods was created, or something happened that triggered the posting period to be updated. So all you just need to do is either you update from here and take it back to 2026, or you go directly from the navigation link, and under the due date, you can see here we have January 2025 and then to December 2025, and that period has already ended. It has already been closed, even though it's still under closing period. Maybe in our next tutorial, or in our next how-to, I'll show you how to create a new period. And when we create a new period, um, we'll discuss more on what all this mean, all the period means, and I mean the period status, what they mean, from unlocked to unlocked except sales to closing period and locked. We'll discuss that in details. All right, so to fix this, let's just change this to 2026 update. Okay, and we finally update this, and we click OK. So finally, if you happen to have maybe saved as a draft, you just need to recall the transaction from the draft and repost it. So here I'm going to try to preview the journal entry again, and you can see that the journal entry is now previewed. Now, an easy way for you to know if your transaction is going to actually be posted successfully is through the journal preview. So whatever is going to happen to the document, if you click on the journal preview should tell you the kind of error you encounter at that point, and you can proceed before adding the document into SAP. So here now I can finally add and view, and you can see the system is posted successfully. All right, so this is for those who are struggling with date permission or date range permission issue. And this could happen with your integration. Probably you have a system that is integrated with SAP, and you're encountering this kind of issue, or maybe from the system there is a particular exception that the system is throwing. From SAP, this is how you correct those kind of errors. And at the end of the day, the system is going to, reinitiate the transaction the system, when you initiate the transaction or you try to repose the transaction, is going to be completed successfully. All right, that's it for today, or for now, on this version of SAP Business One tips and tricks. If you have any question, or you have you want to counter this motive, or you have any suggestion on how to improve more on this solution, then please shoot in the comment section. I'll appreciate all your suggestion. Also, please do like and subscribe. Do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will really mean a lot and help us to even focus more on, creating SAP videos like this. Thank you for watching and do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.